This is a real story. Before he was famous, before he sold millions of records, before people called him the King, he was just a poor boy from Mississippi. And someone told him, "You will never be a singer." This is the story of Elvis Presley. Early childhood. Elvis Presley was born in 1935 in Tupelo, Mississippi. His family was very poor. They lived in a small two-room house. His father worked many small jobs. Sometimes the family did not have much money. Elvis had a twin brother, but his brother died at birth. Elvis grew up as an only child. He was very close to his mother. Her name was Gladys. She loved him very much. As a child, Elvis was quiet and shy. He did not talk very much at school. Some children laughed at him, but he loved music. First guitar. When Elvis was 11 years old, he wanted a bicycle, but his parents did not have much money. Instead, they bought him a guitar. At first, he was not very good, but he practiced every day. He listened to gospel music in church. He listened to blues and country music on the radio. Music became his world. Moving to Memphis. When Elvis was 13, his family moved to Memphis, Tennessee. Memphis was different. It was bigger. There was more music. Elvis went to high school there. He wore different clothes. He had long hair and sideburns. Some students thought he was strange. They did not understand his style. But Elvis did not change. He continued to practice music. First recording. After high school, Elvis needed money. He worked small jobs. One of his jobs was truck driving. In 1953, he went to a small studio called Sun Records. He paid $4 to record a song. He wanted to give the record to his mother as a gift. The owner of the studio was Sam Phillips. At first, nothing happened. Elvis was not famous. No big success. Just a young man with a dream. Go back to driving a truck. Elvis tried to perform at a small show. After the performance, a manager told him, "You are not going to be a singer. You should go back to driving a truck." That was a painful moment. Imagine working hard. Imagine believing in yourself. And someone says, "You are not good enough." Many people would stop. Elvis did not stop. The breakthrough. In 1954, Sam Phillips asked Elvis to come back to the studio. One night, Elvis started singing a fast version of a blues song, "That's All Right." It sounded new. It sounded fresh. It was different from other music. They recorded the song. Soon, a local radio station played it. People started calling the radio station. They wanted to know, who is that singer? Suddenly, things began to change. First success. Elvis began performing more shows. Young people loved him. He moved differently on stage. He sang with energy. In 1956, he released Heartbreak Hotel. The song became #1 in America. Now he was famous. He appeared on television. Millions of people watched him. Some adults did not like his style. They said he moved too much. They said he was too wild. But teenagers loved him. The King of Rock and Roll. Elvis became one of the most famous singers in the world. People called him the King of Rock and Roll. He sold millions of records. He made many movies. He performed in big cities like New York and Las Vegas. He was no longer a truck driver. He was a global star. The Army. In 1958, Elvis joined the U.S. Army. Some people thought his career would end, but after 2 years, he returned, and he was still famous. He continued making music in movies. Hard times. Later in his life, Elvis had problems. He was very busy. He felt stress. He had health problems. Fame is not always easy, but even during difficult times, people still loved his music. The lesson. Elvis Presley died in 1977. But his music is still alive. Millions of people still listen to his songs. Think about this. Before the success, before the fame, he was rejected. He was told to quit. He was fired before fame. But he did not stop. He believed in his dream, and that changed his life. Final message for you. Maybe you are learning English now. Maybe it feels slow. Maybe someone says, "You will never speak fluently." Remember this story. Every success begins small. Elvis was once a shy boy with a guitar. You are also at the beginning of your story. Do not stop. Like and subscribe to learn many interesting real stories about famous people and at the same time improve your English.